Ladies and gentlemen, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. As we know, earlier on this week, we kind of got the surprise 1.31 update in Warzone and Modern Warfare. We weren't really sure what was going to happen with the whole Reloaded update for Warzone and MW, since of course, all the previewed content for it was based around Cold War. But yeah, we did actually end up getting the new title update, and it changed some stuff. Of course, we got some new playlists, we got a fix to the stim glitch, thank goodness. However, at the same time, it also broke some stuff. Hit markers are now broken, at least they are when I'm recording this video. Sometimes in Warzone you just won't get hit markers when you're shooting, kind of a obnoxious bug to say the least. But ultimately, this update didn't bring any major content to the game like we thought it might. So today we're going over what now appears to be the canceled content update, then also the major issues and features that were still missing in Warzone, and some of what Raven has actually said they're working on right now. As always, if you enjoy the video, a like rating would be much appreciated. And of course, if you're new here or if you haven't already subscribed, we are getting closer to 700k subs. So if you want to stay on top of everything going on in COD, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Also, right now, COD WARZONE is actually 30% off on G Fuel. So if you want to stock up on anything in time for Season 2, COD WARZONE has got you covered. Now, when it comes to just overall content, obviously, Warzone and Modern Warfare haven't seen much since the end of Season 6. Warzone obviously is more of a focus still compared to Modern Warfare. As we know, each year the old multiplayer game doesn't really see much usually. That's definitely proven to be the case so far. However, there was sort of an anomaly with Modern Warfare and an enemy with Modern Warfare. In the combat record, actually, after Season 1, we could see two weapons that we didn't have official access to. That being the CX-9 SMG, which is a lot like the Scorpion Evo that we saw back in like Black Ops 2. Then we also had the Psychov pistol, which is basically the Makarov, which we've also seen before. And those two weapons were visible to everyone in the Modern Warfare combat record. But obviously, they weren't in the game for use outside of, I believe, in Survival within Spec Ops, but more on that here in just a moment. Anyways, the Psychov and the CX-9 were visible for quite some time, so we're sitting here saying, oh, maybe in the next update we're gonna see them finally release. Nope, okay. Maybe in the next update. Nope. Okay, gotta be in the next update, right? And naturally, we thought that was gonna happen with this title update as well, but instead of adding the new weapons to the game, the 1.31 update actually removed them from the game. That's right, now when you go to the Modern Warfare combat record, under the SMG category, there is no sign of the CX-9, and under the pistols, there is no sign of the Psychov. They were seemingly Thanos snapped out of existence, at least on the menu, because oddly enough, you can actually still use the Psychov and the Scorpion in Survival, and in addition to that, the new RAL LMG, or the RAAL LMG, is also usable in Survival through the weapons crate or the weapons box, whatever it's called. And let's be real, Survival really is not a huge draw, right? It's a PlayStation only exclusive, so I doubt they're intentionally doing this so that you can only use the new unreleased weapons in Survival, right? But now, seeing as they're removed from the menu, I feel like that is in a sense them saying, yeah, these actually aren't coming soon. I mean, it's not like they haven't been public for over a month now, and in addition to what else is still MIA, I think the more likely scenario is that this content may have been initially planned for release like post Season 6, but then it got pushed back to a later date sometime here in the future. Now, of course, the weapons aren't the only piece of content that we know of that still isn't in the game. There's also a handful of maps that actually have loading images in the files, including Herat, Kill House, which of course would be insanely fun to have. We've also got Borderline, and then also Drainage, which is apparently a gunfight map for 2v2, which realistically is enough for a new season's worth of multiplayer content. Usually we'd see 2 to 3 new 6v6 maps alongside a new gunfight map, new weapons of course, also some new operators, and we know we have Shane Sparks and Soap, who have both been leaked for well over a month now as well. We also just know Soap is coming to the game because of the whole Season 1 Warzone cutscene that shows Task Force 141 going to meet up with him. Of course, they stopped the whole nuke event, so Soap, I think, will be coming soon still, at some point here in the near future. Shane Sparks, though, and all the remaining content seems to be MIA and staying that way for at least the foreseeable future. Then, outside of the missing content, there's also a handful of things that we saw happen because of the 1.31 update, and they're not really the best things, it's mainly just new issues. And of course, there was also some other stuff that we were hoping to see that we didn't actually see happen with the patch. Kind of unfortunate stuff there. One of the notes from the update said that they fixed the Cold War reload times because those were not working correctly whatsoever. And while the base reloads seem to be working better now, stopping power is still very broken and doesn't load into the Cold War weapons for like an additional second and a half sometimes, which can be really annoying to run into in the wrong situation. I've counted multiple times now where I've had stopping power. I try to load it into my FFAR or my Mac 10, and it's just like, nah, not feeling it today. Then I end up dying because of it. Really annoying bug. Hopefully that's one that gets fixed here soon. It's not actually on the Trello board now, but speaking of the Trello board, two huge issues that we weren't really sure about whether or not they'd be fixed with this update are the loadout freezing glitch, and that's still apparently being investigated. At least that's what the Trello board says. So they don't have a fix for that one yet, it seems. Then also all the Cold War weapon attachments not actually being accurate or functioning as intended. Things like the task force barrel don't work right. The grips are super broken, so are the wraps as well. That's also all still being investigated too. No ETA on when that could be fixed. That said, there were also some new fixes scheduled on the Trello board, including a fix to some tracer weapons not actually having tracers. For instance, the turbo-powered bullfrog is one of those. They're also fixing the Forest Spirit Grinch skin, which, as we know, allows players to become invisible in Warzone at certain ranges. Obviously, a very game-breaking bug there. However, the next update presumably is going to fix that. Also, the hitmarker glitch is being investigated right now too. No ETA on that one, unfortunately, but Raven is aware that hitmarkers are in fact bugging out. Then one update that we've been waiting on for quite some time that unfortunately we still don't really have much information on is the zombies camos update in Warzone. I think we all assumed that those would be available come the integration just because of how it was all promoted, saying, yeah, all your Cold War unlocks are going to be available in Warzone come day 1 of Season 1. Turns out that was not the case, and only the Cold War multiplayer camos are available as of now. However, Treyarch and Raven did 100% confirm that zombies camos will be available at some point. However, the date for that hasn't been made public yet. Again, was really hoping that it might come with this 1.31 update. My next best guess though would be Season 2, and of course, if and when we get any new information there, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively what's sort of going on with the missing content in Warzone and Modern Warfare, and some stuff we can expect here in terms of changes and new features. And that's going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, from news to intel to updates to leaks and everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As I mentioned earlier, right now COD WARZONE is actually 30% off on G Fuel, so if you want to grab anything there, be it a new tub, a shaker cup, a starter pack, anything else from the G Fuel site, COD WARZONE has got you covered. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.